Welcome back, folks, to more Let's Play Pokemon Crystal, no Pokecenters, no Pokemarts. In the last episode, we made it through Ice Path, and we got all the way to Blackthorn City. And, bet you guys are hoping that I could take on the 8th gym right now, but unfortunately we have to wait a little bit longer. I need Suicune to learn its next move, basically before we take on the gym. We don't have any ice moves right now other than Icy Wind, and I just can't take advantage of that right now. I want to conserve it as long as I can. The good thing for us, though, is that Suicune here is at full health, and he has all his PP, so we could freely deposit him. We can freely deposit him and take out another Pokemon if we desire, which I'm going to do now, just so I can take out Kenya, and that's going to allow us to fly around and pick up some stuff that we need to do before we can proceed further. So, that's what we're going to do. I think there's one Pokeball that Kurt made that we still need to pick up, so that's what I'll do first. We'll fly over to Azalea Town and pick that up. Here we go. We get a Love Ball, so that could be useful. And I think there's actually a glitch with Love Balls where instead of catching, having a better catch rate on the opposite gender, it actually works better on the same gender. So for whatever reason, that's just the case. But whatever. I think where we want to fly next, shoot, where did I want to go? There was something I needed to fly to. I think it's near Ecruteak City, that's it. There's actually a trainer here that we've already defeated, but if you talk to her, she gives you her number, and at some point she calls you back, and she offers to give you a Thunderstone. Sometimes they give me too much. Okay, next time I can share something with you. So this girl here, if you add her number, at some point later she's going to call us and give us a Thunderstone. So that's really going to pay off in the long run of things. As you no doubt can tell, we'll be able to evolve Pikachu. So hopefully she'll call us pretty soon and we don't have to wait too long. But I think that's the last item that I really have to wait for. From here, I'm going to fly back to Blackthorn City, as there's some pretty powerful trainers and items and stuff around Blackthorn City that we can pick up. And so I'm going to do that now, I guess. Going to deposit Kenya. We don't really need it right now. And if need be, I can deposit Dom, teach something else strength, and proceed that way. And realistically, Dom is basically just an HM slave at this point, so I'm not too worried about condemning him and making use of other Pokemon in the future. So we're going to withdraw Suicune back out, because Suicune is the person, or the Pokemon that we need to start training up here. And unfortunately for us, Kote's out of Psychic moves, and there's a couple fighting Pokemon on this route that I want to take advantage of, but unfortunately it's going to be Suicune's Gust that we're going to be using. At the same time, I've also thrown the EXP share already on Ranko, and actually, what I need to do quickly here is I need to deposit some items in the PC to clear up some space, because, as I just mentioned earlier, there's some fantastic items that we want to pick up here. The PP up we can deposit, the Max Repel we can deposit, Burnt Berry I don't imagine we're going to be needing anytime soon. And everything else I think we can just hold on to for now. I'm not too worried about the rest of the things. Never Melt Ice I'm going to chuck on Suicune, and so there we go. We've got 4 empty slots. So there we go. I should probably put a Burnt Berry on Dom as well, because he's held everything else that makes fun of trees in this game. So the thing about this route is it's really interesting. There's 3 different paths you can take: left, center, and right. The right path has 0 items, and actually, sorry, I really haven't gotten anything done in the first 5 minutes here. That's kind of disappointing. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to deposit. I'm going to deposit Dom. He's got 15 uses of strength, but realistically, at this point in the game, I'm not too concerned about Dom's ability to grind up our Pokemon. He's level 24 and our Pokemon are level 40, so they're not going to benefit off too much of what he's killing. So at this point I feel content to just deposit him, use him as an HM slave later on, and proceed from there, because HMs don't require the use of PP, so I can freely take out a Pokemon, use the HMs, and deposit it back. So I'm not too worried about that, but I'm going to withdraw back Kenya, so that once we get down to the bottom of this route, we can just fly back up and take the additional paths. So here we go. I think I'm gonna travel down the right-hand side first, just because even though it doesn't have any items, it does have some pretty nice trainers that I can take on. So that's what we're gonna do. This trainer here, for instance, I believe starts off with something weak to electricity, so I'm gonna proceed to switch out Pikachu. I'm pretty sure he has something like that. Yes, he's got a Pidgeot, so no doubt weak to Thunderbolt. We're going to take advantage of that, and of course he's got Quick Attack that crits us. Really, Pikachu? Really? That's how you're going to play? Honestly, that... Oh my gosh, that was close. And we've got an Electabuzz about to stare down us. I'm going to feel content to check out... I guess Kote could probably get the job done with a Bite, so we'll send him out, use Bite, and hopefully take it out. We do get a crit, which is nice, and we easily take it out, so that's fantastic. And that was definitely a closer one than I would have hoped for. We missed another trainer up there, unfortunately, but them's the breaks. And I think I actually do want to switch Maria back out to the front of the party now. And let me just see here. There's another hiker down there. Here's another item. And crap. I want Pikachu to be healed, so I need to... Why'd you have to get hit, Pikachu? You suck. I'm gonna have to use these berry juice on Pikachu for now, because Pikachu needs to be used in this next fight here, unfortunately, so we're gonna have to send him out against this girl here, because she's got a couple water-type Pokemon that we need to take advantage of, so Thunderbolt's gonna do the trick against all of them, I assume. And unfortunately, that's gonna be whittling down quite a few Thunderbolts for Pikachu, so not too fond of that. I think she's only got one left, and hopefully she can get to level 41 by the time we pick up a Thunderstone. That'd be fantastic, but you never know. You never know how it's gonna go. Either way, we're gonna switch Maria back out, because we need to get Maria to level 41 before we can take on the gym. Hopefully level 42 as well, maybe a couple levels extra, because she's going to be the main threat as far as this gym is concerned. This guy here, though, he's got a Machoke, who, unfortunately, we're going to have to start throwing gusts on. Kote doesn't have any psychics or anything like that, and we're going to get a seismic toss, and that's going to hurt quite a bit. It's going to do 28 damage each time, so hopefully we can get through that without too much trouble. Oh, and check it out. Right there, we've already got our Thunderstone. So, she's already called us, and we can go pick that up now. And I guess I'll just pick up this item quickly before we do that. We got a nugget, not really useful. I'm just going to toss that right out, because we don't need it. And because I'm going to have to come back down this route anyways, and I think I've already picked up all the useful items in the middle route, I'm just going to pick up that Thunderstone, and fly right back. There we go, Andrew received a Thunderstone, and we can fly right back to Blackthorn City and start traveling down the alternative routes of Blackthorn City, or the Route 45, I should say. So, just make sure that Maria's at the front of the party, which she is. And I believe it's this route here. if I'm not mistaken. Yes, that has the other trainer that we missed. So here's a hiker, and he's got some more fighting type Pokemon that hopefully we can one-hit KO with Gust, which we do, at least at Machop. I don't know about his next Pokemon, which could be a Machoke, I'm betting. He probably has at least one Machoke, but we'll have to wait and see. Hopefully it doesn't use Seismic Toss on us. He's got a Graveler, so that works out fantastic. I feel content to waste these Bubble Beams because I can still teach Suicune Surf and I think Waterfall as well. And so that's going to pay off in the long run, as Maria is just going to have access to additional water-type moves. And benefiting off her stab and all sorts of junk. So certainly can make use of that there. And that's an item that we can't pick up just yet. We have to travel down another path. And for now, just can't pick it up. There's another trainer up there we can fight later. But I believe we want to take the left path, if I'm not mistaken. Because we already took the right path and then we fought that trainer. Yes, okay. So heading down here, there's another item. And I believe this trainer is another hiker that we can take advantage of with Maria, so that's what I'm going to do. He's got a Diglett, so we can fire off a Bubble Beam to KO that, and Maria is slowly making her way towards level 41. She'd make it there a little bit faster if I didn't have the EXP share on Ranko, taking away some of the EXP or whatever, but Ranko needs to get to level 41 as quickly as possible, and then from there we can proceed forward. This trainer, I believe, has a Fearow, however, so I want to send Ranko back out against him, which he does have a Fearow, so we can take care of that with a Thunderbolt, gain some experience with Pikachu there, and unfortunately I'm going to have to send out Maria into the line of fire again, fire off some Gusts, and potentially take some damage. And we take a Rage, which doesn't do too much because it's the first time we've attacked it. And because Rage works where you get build-up damage after you're attacked, because Primeape attacked with Rage first, it didn't really benefit it too much. And up next we've got a Tauros, which I should be able to send out Malk against. But Malk is pretty low, so I feel that even though he's got Double Kick, it's probably not going to be too much of an advantage to us. So maybe I'll stay in here with Maria, fire off a Bubble Beam, or I'll switch to, well, I guess I'll switch to Kote, fire off a Bite, and proceed from there. So he fires off a Scary Face, I think, or something like that, and I believe another Bite will take it out, and Espeon is probably still faster. Oh, he wasn't faster, but Tauros decided that he still wasn't fast enough, so he needed to fire 2 Scary Faces against us. So that worked out for us, and we finished off without taking too much damage there, so that worked out great. And I believe I want to head down this path here just to give us access to this pond. So in this pond is a hidden PP up, if I'm not mistaken, somewhere, right here. And there's a Mystery Berry right here as well, so we can pick that up. And the Mystery Berry heals 5 PP, so we can definitely benefit off of that. I think that's it for this route here. And I can actually pick up these 2 berries here, which is nice. So we get another berry, which I can throw on Shuckle, and another Paralyzed Cure Berry, which is going to come in very handy for the upcoming gym. This is the exit of Dark Cave, I guess. So I still need to go through Dark Cave and pick up some additional items as well. And whoa, I totally forgot about this section of the route, so I might have to come back here and take on these guys later. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fly with Kenya back to the top of Blackthorn City for now, and possibly come back and take on these trainers later, as I'm unsure really what they're carrying right now, and I just don't really want to take them on. So now we can finally head down to the left hand side, which has a number of different trainers that we can take on, and a number of great items. And this is an elixir here, which I certainly want to pick up. Come on, like... I guess I gotta go deposit some stuff in the PC. So, I'll meet you guys back here again. We'll just quickly fly back to Blackthorn City, head into the Pokemon Center, and deposit some items. So, that's what we'll do quickly here. deposit the PP up. We don't need that for now. I don't understand why the berries aren't in another folder or item slot in this game, but that's how it worked out. The Thunderstorm I'll deposit for now. We don't need to hold on to that. X speed I'll deposit for now, and the berry I'll hang on to, I guess, for now, just for whatever reason. I'll give it to Shuckle eventually. But we want to make sure definitely pick up this elixir. It heals 10 PP for every item, or for every move on one Pokemon, so certainly want to make sure we pick up that. Or maybe, no, that's the max elixir, and I think I took the wrong path. So I'm going to have to fly again, so bear with me folks, this episode isn't going really smoothly, and I'm assuming I could probably fly backwards and make better work of that. Maybe I should have just used that max repel right here and saved time of running into these wild fights. And I definitely want to make sure to switch Maria back out to the front of the party, because she's going to want to benefit off of the experience of these upcoming trainers. Like this guy, for instance, who has an Onyx. So Onyx is easily going to be taken out with a stab Bubble Beam from a Suicune, 4 times weak, and Suicune is just about halfway towards gaining that level. And I believe it's this section here that I want to go right. Maybe right one more time, because there's another trainer that we want to fight here. And there he is. He's got a couple Geodudes and a Graveler, I believe, so I should be able to easily deal with him. Oh, he's even got a Golem. That's awesome. That's going to get us a ton of experience. So we can easily deal with that. One Bubble Beam there, and he's got one more Graveler, which should easily be taken out with another Bubble Beam. So Maria is slowly getting up to where she needs to be, and our mom just bought us another doll, so that's fantastic. We'll be able to see that when we get back home. But I don't really care too much about the dolls. They don't really help me in the long run of things, so I'm not too worried about them. Nevertheless, I can fly back to the top of this route, and I believe there's just a few more items on the left-hand side that we can pick up, and I just flew to the Lake of Rage. I'm retarded. Here we go. So, here we go, heading down the left-hand side. I believe all the remaining items are on this side of the route, and if I haven't already picked them up, I'm gonna pick them up anyways. So, here we go, and we're already on Route 46, so that's it for Route 45. We don't really need to pick up anything else, and I believe next episode I'm probably going to take on Dark Cave, and Suicune needs to gain that final level. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to fly Kenya back up to the top of Blackthorn, as you've seen me do probably about 10 times already this episode, and we're going to sit in this grass until Suicune levels up. So fire off a Bubble Beam, and I want to fight against Gravelers, I guess. Gravelers are probably the best bet for experience. Yeah, 220 experience, that's nice. Ooh, 27 Graveler, that's sweet. 258. Ranko goes to level 39, which is fantastic. I feel content to just waste the rest of the Bubble Beams and teach Suicune Surf eventually, so I'm not too worried about wasting them here to get Suicune up to level 41. And at that point we can start taking on the gym, so that's what I'm going to proceed to do. Level 25, come on, let's get something better here. Level 24, 23, there we go, level 27, so that's fantastic. Take advantage of that, and I think Suicune should get to its level in 4 fights. If I'm not mistaken. 1, 2, maybe a couple more. We've got 7 Bubble Beams left, so I feel content that within 7 Bubble Beams we should get to level 41. And then from there, I'm going to start taking on the gym. I don't know if I'll get through the entire thing in this video, but I'm going to do my best to get it through as much of it as I can before we end the part off. Let's see. Level 23, we don't want to fight those. And I think you can find Skarmory at some point on this route, but I'm not too certain. I think it's like a really rare chance. Sometimes it's on like a... what you want to call it? Swarm, I guess? I just can't think of the words today. Either way, One more fight should get Suicune up to his level, and that's where we can proceed. So we'll have 3. Here we go. We're trying to learn Aurora Beam. We need to get rid of something, and I'm definitely going to get rid of Leer because Suicune's going to be firing off of a special stat, and we want to make the most of that. So here we go, learning Aurora Beam. There we go, and we can now, with Aurora Beam in hand, we're basically safe to take on the next gym. An Ice move is all that you need, and maybe an Electric move or 2. So for that reason, I just want to check on Pikachu, make sure that Pikachu is okay. He has 2 Thunder Shocks, which is kind of unfortunate. So I'm probably going to want to Ether Thunder Shock, unfortunately. Oh yeah, Elixir, PP of all moves by 10, so I was right. I think Max Elixir restores the PP of everything to full. So Max Elixirs are definitely really beneficial to have. Either way, I've got a couple Max Ethers and Elixirs in the PC, so for now I'm going to feel content to Ether Thunderbolt one more time, just for Pikachu's sake. So now he's got 12, and that should get us all the way through this next gym. I just want to make sure that we're at full health on everything. Pikachu probably could be in a better position, and I could probably just heal up Malk as well. So for that reason, I think because I'm going to be in the gym, I may as well just deposit Kenya for now, take out Shuckle, and try and convert this one berry. So take out Shuckle, and actually, one of the things I forgot to check was what the item our mother gave us from the phone call last episode. So I'm just going to check here, and we still have an energy root for 200, so that's sweet. It's like an extra hyper potion, and I think our mother had bought this super potion, so we're going to want to take that out. And I'm just trying to see what else I need for this gym. I'm pretty sure we should be okay. Mystery Berry heals 5 PP of one move, so it's like a weaker Ether. I think I've mentioned that before. Other than that, I think we should be fine. So for now, I'm going to give the berry to Shuckle. Hopefully he can change it to berry juice by the end of this gym, and we can make use of that. If not, that's perfectly fine with me. We're going to proceed forward. But for now, here we go. We're going to take Suicune along with us. And I believe we want Suicune to lead here, which he is doing. And if I'm not mistaken, Ranko should get to level 41 by the end of this gym. He's halfway to level 40, and maybe we can see Ranko evolve as well, so that'd be fantastic too. So this first trainer, I believe he has 3 Dratini's, so for that reason we want to have Maria out at the front of the party. And we can just fire off Aurora Beams and take out everything this guy's got, so take him to the cleaners, so to speak, right? But Aurora Beam is certainly going to be beneficial, and it's going to be something that we want to hang on to for basically the rest of the game. Suicune doesn't learn Ice Beam or Blizzard, I believe, so for that reason Aurora Beam is what we're going to want to take advantage of. And unfortunately we need something with strength. So I'm just going to look at things here quickly, and it's not going to be Nidoking. It's probably going to be Xerxes, I think, if Xerxes can learn it. I feel content that we won't need Dig on Xerxes anymore, because I'm going to be learning an upcoming ground type move, at least in, what is it, not Indigo Plateau, Victory Road. Victory Road is where we're going to finally get access to a ground move that Malk can learn. So for that reason I feel content that Xerxes could probably learn Strength and get away with things. I think even Shuckle can learn Strength, and Shuckle knows Strength. What am I talking about? I had touched Shuckle Strength and I totally forgot. But needless to say, what you want to do here is I believe you want to push this stone up, even though it blocks off this trainer. But I can take him on from the other side, so that's what we're going to do. Drop that boulder in, and we want to drop boulders into all the holes in this gym. This trainer, I believe, has a Seeking, or not a Seeking, a Seadra, or something stupid like that. And so for that reason I want to switch Ranko out, but at the same time I also want to throw a... Where is it? I could have sworn I had another berry juice. Maybe I don't. Maybe Shuckle made a berry juice? Come on, Shuckle, berry juice? No, he's still got a berry. I don't want to waste that super potion though, so maybe I'm going to try and find another way around, and I can't, so that kind of stinks. I'm going to have to take on this trainer here, and if we get Dragon Raged, Pikachu's going to be in a tough spot, so hopefully Pikachu can deal with things relatively quickly. He's got a pretty powerful Thunderbolt, so hopefully that can deal with things without too much trouble, and Thunderbolt 1-hit KOs it anyways, so that works out great. And that puts Pikachu really close to level 41, so I'm certainly appreciative of that. And I believe there's one more trainer here that has a Seaking. I believe this trainer up here has a Dragonair, if I'm not mistaken. So we want to make sure that Maria's at the front of the party. If not, I feel content that we should be able to take him on regardless. And he's got a Horsey. So this thing, I swear, if it fires off a Dragon Rage, I'm going to be so mad. And we get Smokescreen, so that's perfectly fine. I should be able to hit with Thunderbolt. I really want to hit with Thunderbolt. Let's not miss. There we go. Critical hit, didn't even matter. And he's about to send us a Seadra, who could also Dragon Rage me, so please hit, don't miss, and I miss and get Water Gun, so that's really unfortunate. I'm going to throw on a Super Potion just to be safe, because if I miss, Pikachu's going down, and I don't want to waste a healing item. So we get Water Gunned again, and Pikachu hit. There we go, Thunderbolt. So that's all I needed really Pikachu to do in this gym here. I'm not too worried about it for the rest of the match. And did I want to do that? I don't know if I wanted to do that. I don't think it really matters, if I'm not mistaken. No, that did matter. I need to come back up and drop that down. And it's a good thing I had Suicune at the front of the party, because I wasn't expecting to have to face that thing. And we get paralyzed, so that really stinks. I'm gonna hope that Gust can take out this Dragonair, but I'm not too sure about whether it will. I don't really want to waste Aurora Beams at this point. And we get Dragon Raged. And oh my gosh, this... I really hate Dragonairs so much. I'm not even kidding. Like, I'm half tempted to use a full restore because... that is such a pain. I hate this gym. I really hate this gym. I'm like... frig. This really stinks. Okay, I'm just gonna use a full restore. I don't care. I need Suicune to be at full health, and even though we could probably heal the Paralyze and throw on a Hyper Potion, that's just 2 healing items that I just don't want to waste, so I'm throwing on a full restore on Suicune. Like, that just bugs me so much, and that's part of the reason why I wanted to have Suicune at a much higher level than it should be. Either way, we move down this boulder here, and I believe this one is the one we want to move along here. And it gives us access to drop it into this slot here, and I believe since we've already taken on this trainer up here, I feel content to just walk up here, drop down this boulder, and I think that gives us a straight path towards Clair, so we can head down this staircase here, and I believe we only have one more trainer to take on, which is this girl here. I believe she's got some Dragon Pokemon, which could paralyze us, and so for that reason, I'm going to give Suicune a Paralyzed Cure Berry, so that if... Actually, no, Suicune has Never Melt Ice, shoot. What the heck, let's just go. I don't care about paralysis. Let's fight this thing. I'm sick and tired. I don't want any sort of status. Suicune better just, like, trounce through these guys. I don't care. Aurora Beam, kill. No. And we get Thunder Waved, and I don't care about Thunder Wave. You know what? I'm going to heal it right off right now. And if you Dragon Rage me, I don't care. I'm just gonna kill you with an Aurora Beam, because I don't want to bother with paralysis, because even though it's 1/4 chance, I seem to get it every single time. And apparently, my Aurora Beams aren't seeming to kill these Dragonairs, and Clair's definitely gonna be tough for us. So I don't feel completely safe in this fight. If all else fails, we have a Revive and we have some fodder Pokemon that we can probably work around here. So for now, I feel content. We're just going to take Clair on directly and hope for the best. She's got a couple Dragonairs and a Kingdra, I believe. So hopefully we can make the best of this. We're going to quickly fire off an Aurora Beam and hopefully deal with this one without too much trouble. And his attack fell, and of course it hits us with a Thunder Wave. You know what? I don't care. I'm not going to get paralyzed. I am not going to get paralyzed. Yes, there we go. That's how it works. I feel content to take on this Dragonair with another Gust. Or, not with a Gust, with an Aurora Beam. I'm not going to get paralyzed again. We get hit by a Thunderbolt, and that's really going to hurt. And we don't get paralyzed, so that works out fantastic. And if we get critted here, we're definitely in a bind, so I don't know. I think I'm going to throw on a Gust, hope for the best. We don't get critted, and we get fully paralyzed, so that's fantastic. I feel content to throw on another full restore here. It should get the job done, and just watch me get paralyzed with Dragon Breath. I'm probably going to jinx myself, or get paralyzed with Thunderbolt. That'd be just as bad. Nevertheless, it worked out, and what the heck? How did that not kill? Really, Suicune, you need to step up your game. Alright, so she's about to use one more Dragonair, who I believe doesn't have Thunderbolt anymore, so I feel content to stay in here. Fire off an Aurora Beam. Maybe get a crit? Nope, we're not that lucky. And Thunder Wave missed! Yes, thank you. And because that last Gust didn't KO, I feel content to just Aurora Beam this thing and take it out. I don't care about where it's at right now. And I don't know, like, I really would like to switch into Pikachu and fire off a Thunder, but unfortunately we're not level 41. We're gonna have to take on this Kingdra, who's really powerful, and I don't know if we're gonna survive this. I might end up having to use a max revive here on Suicune potentially, so I'm gonna hope for the best, fire off an Aurora Beam. It is neutral at worst, but we do have the Nevermelt Ice, so hopefully we can deal a fair bit of damage, and that did next to nothing, so that's really unfortunate. The good thing for us is I can take advantage of this free turn, heal up Suicune here, because basically after he uses Hyper Beam, he has to recharge, so we get a free turn, and actually I could probably survive another one, but I'm too worried about the crit right now, and I just don't want to deal with it. So I'm gonna fire off another Aurora Beam, and we get a crit there, so that's fantastic. He wants to fire off another Hyper Beam. I'm perfectly fine with that. Hopefully, Clair doesn't have any healing items. I don't want Clair to get healed. Right here, Gust, kill it. Hyper Potion, of course. That is freaking fantastic. Like, I hate this Kingdra. It's so much of a pain, and we get paralyzed from Dragon Breath. That's fantastic. So I'm gonna throw on a Paralyze Heal, hope for the best, because I just don't want to deal with paralysis. And he wants to fire off a Hyper Beam. That's perfectly fine with me. I can fire off a Hyper Potion and be back to health. If Clair wants to use Hyper Potions, so can I. So that's my philosophy here. I feel content to fire off another Aurora Beam there, and one more Aurora Beam should take care of this thing. So we now have 8 badges. This battle was definitely intense. We lost a ton of healing items, and I hate Dragon type Pokemon. They're so annoying. They're so good, but it's the most annoying type in the game because they're just so good. It's ridiculous. And we finally defeated Clair, and we got our final badge, so we can now proceed towards the Elite Four. But there's some other stuff that we now have access to. We can now go into the Dragon's Den and get some extra items and stuff. But oh man, we lost so many resources in this gym. Like, it's insane. Like, 2 full restores, those are really hard to come by. We lost a couple revives, we lost a couple hyper... Oh, no, we didn't use a revive. We lost a couple hyper potions, a couple paralyzed heals. Like, man, this gym was such a pain. But we somehow got through it. And Ranko, you didn't get to level 41 yet. What the heck? You're 132 experience away. You know what? Let's go kill something. I just want to get Pikachu to evolve. Let's use an Aurora Beam and evolve Pikachu. So here we go, level 41, we're about to learn Thunder, and even though I said Thunder Wave is really useful, I really want to hold on to Quick Attack, as it's an attacking move that Pikachu can use later to gain some extra levels and whatnot. So the good thing about Thunder is it has a 30% chance of paralyzing things. Thunder Shock and Thunderbolt both have a chance of paralyzing things as well. So I'm just going to get rid of Thunder Wave, and we're going to proceed from there. So now that Ranko has is level 41, just to end off this part here, I do not have a Pokemon with Fly. That really stinks, so I'm going to have to travel down this entire route before we can make it back up to the top of this this route again. So that really stinks, and you guys are going to have to wait a little bit longer. It's going to be a little bit of an extended episode, I guess, until we get to... I think I'm going to walk around this guy. He looks like a hiker. We could probably take him on with Suicune, but whatever. What I'm going to do is I'm going to walk on over to Cherry Grove City here, head into the Pokemon Center, and maybe, actually, does Shuckle have a berry juice for us? Hopefully we can just get rid of him now. Yeah, we can. So I can take off his berry juice and just deposit Shuckle. I think that's the last berry that we get from the wild. So here we go. We're going to go into the Pokemon Center, deposit... actually, I could deposit this elixir. We're going to withdraw our Thunderstone, and not our Burntberry, our Thunderstone. We're also going to deposit Shuckle, since we don't need him anymore at the moment. Take back Spearow, and this last wants to call us again. You know what? I don't want to fight you again, so you know what? We're going to go into our Pokegear, and we're going to delete your number, lass. You stink. So, there we go. I think she's too young for us, so... whatever. Either way, I'm going to fly back up to Blackthorn City because we still have some unfinished business that I'm going to take care of in the next part. And I know this episode is getting long, but now that Pikachu has learned all of its Thunder or Electric type moves, I feel content to use this Thunderstone and we can finally evolve Pikachu. So here we go. Ranko is evolving. And once we evolve into Raichu, we're going to have access to... our stats are going to jump quite immensely, so that's definitely a boost for us. And having that additional power and, I guess, bulk is certainly going to benefit Pikachu, or Raichu now, in the long run of things. So here we go. You can see from his stats, they aren't really that fantastic, but still, it's quite a bit of a jump from what it was as a Pikachu. Nevertheless, we now have 8 badges, and we're pretty much ready to go take on the Elite Four, so I'm certainly appreciative of that fact. So I'm going to save it off here, because we did get through quite a bit this part, and hopefully we can proceed from there. So it's been a great episode, and we got a lot of stuff done. It certainly didn't go completely our way at times, thanks to Clair's stupid Kingdra. I hate that thing. It's only weak to Dragon type, and Dragon type moves suck in Gen 2, so other than like a special version of Outrage, which you can't get right now, but whatever, I don't care about it right now. We got through Clair, and I'm not too worried about it. We made some fantastic progress. So that's going to be it for this part, folks. I guess I'm going to see you guys next time. Peace.